In one of Africa's oldest nations, where history stretches back thousands of years, life thrives in vibrant diversity. From rolling rural landscapes to bustling urban streets, this country is a tapestry of traditions, cultures, and daily struggles. In the countryside, life revolves around the land. Farmers work with oxen and donkeys, tending fields that have fed families for generations. Children often marry young, continuing family lineages, and education is a luxury many cannot afford. Social bonds are strong. Neighbors share food, clothing, and even help raise each other's children. When illness strikes, cultural medicine is preferred over modern hospitals, and celebrations from weddings to funerals are grand communal events. In the cities, life is different yet equally complex. People survive through formal employment, informal markets, and money sent from family abroad. Some relatives work in Western nations, educated and employed, while others go to Middle Eastern countries, often unskilled, to send back what they can. Many poor families live in cramped, low-rise compounds, struggling with inadequate water, electricity, and sanitation. Life is hand-to-mouth, yet hope and community spirit remain strong. In a small neighborhood of the capital, two children grew up together, Betel and Alex. From the dusty streets where they played, to the crowded compound where they shared meals, their lives were intertwined from an early age. As teenagers, their bond deepened into secret love. For 7 long years, they kept their hearts hidden, finishing school together, dreaming of a life beyond the narrow streets of their neighborhood. Despite their poverty, they longed to marry and build a family. But life was unforgiving. Neither family had permanent income, and survival was a daily struggle. After marrying, Betel and Alex moved into a small shared home with relatives. Life was difficult, meals were scarce, clothes were worn thin, and every day was a fight against poverty. Like many young people in their neighborhood, Betel and Alex dreamed of escaping poverty by working abroad. With help from friends and family, Betel gathered 250,000 local currency to pay an agent to take her to a Middle Eastern country. Her journey was perilous. She traveled through deserts with other hopeful migrants, braving hunger, thirst, wild animals, and the threat of robbers. Some did not survive the treacherous sea crossing, but Betel's courage carried her forward. Upon arrival, Betel became a housekeeper. She faced cultural shock, language barriers, and religious differences. Days were long, work was grueling, and loneliness weighed heavily on her heart. Yet she persevered. Every month, she sent money home to Alex and her family. But the distance strained their relationship. Phone calls were made through public kiosks, internet calls impossible, and jealousy crept into their love. The first year passed slowly. By the second year, exhaustion, homesickness, and economic pressure took their toll. One day, a violent dispute with her employer almost cost Betel her life. She was thrown from the 7th floor, saved only by neighbors' intervention. But instead of safety, she was imprisoned for 4 months without trial. Finally, she was deported back to her country. Her family had feared the worst, but a phone call from the airport brought tears of joy. Betel was alive, and she was coming home. The reunion with Alex was emotional, a mixture of relief, grief, and hope. Back in the city, Betel and Alex returned to their small, overcrowded kebele house. Life remained difficult. Alex took low-paying jobs, sometimes obtained through corruption, while Betel struggled to provide for their growing family. Pregnancy brought new challenges, yet Betel's desire was not for food or comfort. Instead, she hungered for knowledge. She read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and learned about global business leaders Jack Ma, Elon Musk, Bill Gates. Borrowing a smartphone from a friend, she used public Wi-Fi to watch videos, study economics, and learn about technology and entrepreneurship. The government launched a large-scale development project, demolishing older neighborhoods, including Betel's. Families were relocated to the city's outskirts, to areas without roads, water, or job opportunities. Life became even harder, yet Betel did not give up. She continued to read, watch, and learn. She dreamed bigger than ever. One night, a vision came to her in a dream, a business idea that could revolutionize the economy of her country. Betel refined her proposal and sought investors. Local wealthy traders dismissed her ideas, saying, "We cannot invest in what we cannot see." Undeterred, she turned online. To her astonishment, an international businessman responded. They spoke, and he was impressed by her vision. He decided to travel to meet her in person. All this happened while Betel was heavily pregnant. She rented a small office, obtained a business license, and began hiring employees. As the investor arrived to finalize the agreement, she went into labor. Betel gave birth safely, and days later, returned to her office with her newborn. With the investor's partnership, her vision became reality. Within 6 months, her project grew into a billion-dollar enterprise. From a poor neighborhood, to dangerous migration abroad, to prison and exile, Betel's journey could have ended in despair. Instead, she transformed her life through courage, vision, and relentless determination. Today, she stands as a global billionaire, a symbol of hope, resilience, and the power of knowledge. Her story proves that no matter where you come from, your dreams can change your life and the world around you. In one of Africa's